Hi everyone, going to do a little tutorial here on one of the riffs from Here Comes the Rain. This is the ukulele version, and you will need a low G to play this. So if you have a standard ukulele with a reentrant tuning, the high G, you can't play this riff. So it does have to be a low G tuning. So let me play it first, and then we'll break this down and see what's going on. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... So that's the riff right there. So let's take a look and break this down. First part's very simple. It's pinky on the 5th fret. This is 4th string, top string. Ring finger on the 4th, index on 2nd. Now you'll notice this is if you were doing a finger exercise. That's exactly what this is, and you know I love to play vertically like this when possible. So this whole riff, other than the very last note, is going to be played in a vertical manner. Index finger is going to cover the 2nd fret. Any of the notes on the 3rd fret are going to be covered by the 2nd finger. Ring finger's got the 4th, pinky's got the 5th, okay? So they're going to be running up and down just like that exercise. Now what makes this complicated is after we start it off, we start jumping strings. Pinky's going to go all the way down to the 2nd string. Index is going to go to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So see, we have a string difference here. They're in position as far as where they're playing, but we're playing on different strings. And that's what makes this complicated. So after we do, we're going to reverse that, starting with the index finger, and then I flatten my pinky out to catch the 5th fret on the 1st string. Again, pinky's still staying in that range. Then the 2nd finger is going to drop in on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. Like that. So what's complicated about this is that we're bouncing around the notes. When the notes change, they're also changing strings, not just on a string. They're actually playing on different strings within these phrases. So let's do this again so you can hear it. 1, 2, 3. Now when I have to make jumps like this to play this note, that's all the way up on the 10th fret. I kind of take a visual look at this. Now my ukulele happens to have a fret marker, a dot marker here at the 10th. So I know the 2 markers here are 12. This back marker here is 10. So when I see I'm jumping to 10, I'm not having to count this. I know immediately I'm coming right up to here. And that's also a little vibrato. I use my thumb on the back, and I like to use my 2nd finger to vibrato. You can vibrato with the 1st, but for some reason the hand, I can get a better shake and vibrato if I use my 2nd. Try it both ways. I wouldn't use the ring finger, but you never know. Whatever works for you on that. I use the 2nd finger. A little bit of pressure on this. It's not just a standard note, because when you want to vibrato the string, you're actually moving the string. And you hear a little bit of a vibrato. So let's take this up to 80 beats per minute. Okay, and we're going to play the riff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... 1, 2, 3. And now to that 10th. All right. So remember that the complication in this is not so much the movement, it's we're bouncing around. We start after the very first part, no problem at all on the 4th string. Then the pinky ends up on the 2nd string, index ends up on the 3rd, then it goes back the other way, index on the 3rd string, pinky on the 2nd string, then the pinky flattens out to the 1st, 2nd string is covered by the 2nd finger. So see, the strings are bouncing around. Hand movements aren't very quick or hard at all, but you are playing on different strings within a little phrase and stuff. So that's what makes this kind of complicated. Slow it down. I had the metronome set at 80. If you need to go slower, that's fine. And it's just getting used to, and Plus with your picking with your thumb, if you're picking with a thumb or a pick, it's getting used to following as you're playing, following which finger is playing what string and moving back and forth as well. So take it slow, and then once you get it and you're comfortable, speeding it up shouldn't be a problem at all. And there you go.